Hundreds of thousands of trees are cut every day in Tanzania Nature Forest Reserve in search of energy. At Lukenge village in Coast region, people are producing charcoal to sustain the highest demand in the capital city.
Dunia 200 bwana, kwa kweli miti unaangalia na miti yenyewe. Ikiwa midogo midogo kwa kweli inachukua eneo. Ikiwa mikubwa mikubwa hamwendi mbali. Hiyo mikubwa hiyo shughuli imeisha. Hata mnapata hata 30 hivi au 40 miti mikubwa ukipata 40 au 50 kabisa.
The forest officer claims it's hard to control the charcoal producers.
Kuwaweza watu wote ni vigumu sana, na binadamu ni mgumu kumchunga mpaka aelekee au mpaka akubali sheria.
But what are the dangers of depending on biomass energy unsustainably?
We have more than 98% of our people in rural areas, they depend on biomass for cooking. In urban areas, 80%, and the consumption of charcoal, particularly here, particularly in urban areas, more than we spend or we consume more than 1 million tons of charcoal every year. Yeah, and that is contributing to more than 9 million tons of carbon dioxide emitted. And each day, because of the charcoal consumption, we are losing more than 300 hectares of forest, natural forest. Yeah. So the idea here is really to work with different stakeholders to introduce technologies that will reduce consumption of biomass.
In Mweza district, a group of women organize themselves and they earn their living by making charcoal saving stoves.
Wakati tunaanza tulikuwa hatufikishi hata 30 50, lakini hivi sasa tunaweza tukafikisha hata 100 150 kwa siku.
This is the improved charcoal oven, which is normally used by different entrepreneurs in village, in the peri-urban areas, even in urban areas. It uses to bake cakes and bread, and it's only used about 750 grams of charcoal, 3/4 of kilogram of charcoal to bake. With that amount of fuel, you can bake up to 75 cakes of this size.
Mimi mama ambaye niliojipanga katika kazi zangu. Unaona pale kuna bustani ya miche. Naitenda ni mimi huyu. Hapo pana majiko, hapa pana oven, pale pana watoto wa shule. Ndio maana napenda nifanye kazi na wamama wenzangu. Kwa sababu ninavyofanya nao kazi na washitua na wao wapate mwamko kama nilivyoamka mimi. Kwa sababu hizi kazi zote siwezi kufanya peke yangu. Nimebidi nikae na wenzangu, nimewaomba na ume zao wenzangu naombeni. Tufanye hiki tujiboreshe kimaisha. Kweli wale kina mama wamekubali, imebidi sasa tufungue na shule. Ile shule nayo inatuongezea kipato. Mzazi anavyochanga ile 200, 2000, changa ile 2000, uongo tunajua mtoto uje atakunywaje, kitakachobakia si tunagawana sabuni.
In Kilimanjaro region, people are forced to look for an alternative sources of energy due to frequent electricity rationing. Erestin Kombe was provided a loan from local credit and saving organization to purchase 3 solar panels for her house. Now she has her own reliable power supply.
tulikuwa tunatamani sana kuangalia TV au kutumia taa kwa ajili ya matumizi hapa nyumbani, tulikuwa tunashindwa. Lakini baada ya kupata hiyo teknolojia ya sola, sasa hivi tunaweza kuangalia TV vizuri bila shida, na hata kwa taa inatusaidia, maana tunapata mwanga mzuri, watoto wanasoma vizuri badala ya kutumia vibatari kama zamani.
Most of them, when they come, they expect to have light at their houses, they expect to power their radios, they expect to charge their cell phones, and a bit of the customers come to inquiring about powering their televisions, refrigerators, and iron boxes.
Do you think that this solar system through these small panels can be the solution, especially in rural areas?
Yes, definitely. Why not? Because TANESCO, if we see, since 1961, the Tanzania has got the independence. And since the independence till now, it has only been able to supply 10% of the demand of the country. So 90% they are just without power. So I think solar is the only solution.
Another solution for the people in the rural areas to get energy is through biogas. The local farmers can exploit the animals' manure to produce enough power for cooking and heating their houses. Samuel Meta, the chairman of Sango village in Moshi Rural District, is the pioneer in this technology.
Soon after extracting this one, a lot of my neighbors here were interested. So they were all extracted. I have a number of almost 7 people just within my village, and another 5 people in the other village, in my neighboring village, because I took the knowledge there. I took the information there. And then the other villages, there are several villages which took this knowledge here into their areas. In fact, this kind of gas has generally changed our life here, and it has generally changed the people who had received it in my village. I've been to my neighbors' houses. They really boast on having this gas, because some of them say our wives are getting even more healthy when they use this gas. You see, it's more easier when their wives cook with this gas rather than firewood or charcoal.
While the future of rural electrification is uncertain in Tanzania, it's high time now for the government to focus more on alternative sources of energy, of solar, biogas, and jatropha plants, instead of concentrating on funding the hydropower that is accessible to minority in urban areas.